welcome back to my YouTube channel of an everyday life of an Aspie. If you don't know me right now, I'm AspieAnswersAll, and I'm all about talking about basically mental health awareness versus sharing my life story and journey of basically my Asperger's syndrome, ADHD and the like, as well as also giving you tips and advice along with just, everyday encounters of everyday messages of hope, and hopefully shedding the light, being your mental advocate and a voice for the ones that hasn't had a voice yet to maybe share their stories of whatever it may be. So without further ado, guys, basically what I've been sharing right now is all about basically all the different superfoods and whatnot that is important for some of us, like with Asperger's syndrome, ADHD is now coming up, of the superfoods, and what not to eat with the superfoods for ADHD sufferers. And I'm going to cover in some of that, maybe some of the other food groups as well, like, your raw vegan diets versus, raw food diets versus vegetarianism, veganism, and the like, basically of the different, dietary stuff that and what is probably recommended for some of us with different conditions, be it like me with Asperger's syndrome, or people with other bits and pieces like I have shared briefly with some of them already with the superfoods groups of, fighting against cancer, anxiety and the likes. So, and no further ado, this one's all about the superfoods for ADHD and what not to eat, so hopefully you'll enjoy. So let's begin. Okay, as we know basically, or should know, that attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, is a disorder of the central nervous system, basically. It is characterized by a variety of symptoms including learning difficulties, sleep disturbances, inability to manage the stress, mood swings, self-destructive behavior, and social problems. Although the actual cause is hardly unknown, as well as hereditary food preservatives, allergy, and oxygen deprivation at birth may contribute to this disorder, however. So, basically, we need to be aware while I'm sharing this, though, of the tips and advice here for this, food listings of the food groups that is important for people with ADHD, that you need to seek medical professional with your doctor or clinician before changing your diet to address ADHD, so that, because we know that with many disorders like this one, they require ongoing medical and psychological treatment. So, okay, the first one, first and foremost, for the superfoods of this food group, basically for people that has ADHD, is omega-3 fatty acids. We know these are essential fats that are needed for proper brain function. This will help our body build healthy brain cells and help regulate the production of neurotransmitter chemicals in the brain that controls the behaviors and moods in that brain center. Learning and behavioral difficulties are common among children and adults with ADHD. And rich foods and omega-3 fatty acids may help reduce behavioral problems and enhance learning. Omega-3 fatty acids are found in foods such as your fatty fish, which is including your tuna, sardines, herring and salmon. Basically, you can also obtain omega-3 fatty acids from other food sources such as your flaxseed oil. Basically, and a tip here for you guys, for the ones that has ADHD, that might be of value to you, is you could top your cold breakfast cereal or oatmeal with flax seeds, or add some flax oil or seeds to your smoothies. There is currently no recommended daily intake of your omega-3 fatty acids, so just be aware on that. Next one in the food groups is your B vitamins. As we know, this is again essential for proper brain function, along with, vitamin B5 may help your brain produce tranquilizing chemicals that may reduce hyperactivity and behavioral disturbances associated with ADHD. Increasing the intake of vitamin B5, however, by consuming like your food products of mushrooms, whole wheat products, pork, beef, eggs, and legumes. Niacin, or your vitamin B3 group, may enhance circulation to the brain, helping to deliver vital nutrients to support cognition, memory, and social response. Vitamin B3 is found in your food sources such as your beef liver, potatoes, tomatoes, and eggs. Your vitamin B12, however, helps your body produce the fats that protects the nerve endings in your brain from toxins and viruses, which then may prevent some symptoms of ADHD from worsening in later life. And these food sources of your vitamin B12 is found in fish, poultry, pork, beef, dairy products, and eggs. Next food source over is number 3 is your vitamin C. Vitamin C is a powerful immune system enhancer for anyone, for that matter, which may prevent illnesses that can cause symptoms of ADHD or sort of thing. This may also improve your brain production of improving it with the anti-stress hormones that help curb uncontrolled behaviours, sleep disturbances and hyperactivity associated with ADHD. Vitamin C has an antioxidant property and may prevent the oxidation of free radical molecules that can attack the brain cells. You can boost your vitamin C by consuming your food groups such as your avocado, spinach, oranges, black currants, onions, broccoli, kiwi, tomatoes, red and yellow and orange bell peppers. Okay, last but not least for you guys is the foods to avoid. As we know, there are certain foods that we need to avoid in certain, conditions, be it ADHD, ADD, especially syndrome, autism, and the like. But I'm addressing this one clearly here for ADHD. So remember, this will include foods that will contain artificial preservatives, colorants, or flavor enhancements or enhancers. Foods that contains caffeine, refined sugar, and white flour may also worsen symptoms, however, and should be also avoided. Okay, they may think that also they state that you may have to stay away from apricots, apples, cherries, and plums, because these type foods obviously contain chemicals called salicylates, which may aggravate the ADHD symptoms for people that suffers from ADHD. Well, this is basically a real short and brief video on the superfoods for ADHD and foods to avoid. Give me the like for thumbs up for support and engagement. Feel free to comment below. Feel free to follow me on Facebook or Twitter, AspieAnswersAll. Feel free to subscribe to my channel for daily, weekly updates of what I've been up to, or just with the everyday topics that I'm sharing right now that I feel hopefully will educate you all, and maybe we learn from each other by, like I said, engaging one another, getting to know one another and the like. Feel free to also share the videos around as a learning resource, or just whatever your main purpose is to share these videos, because the more awareness of certain bits and pieces I'm sharing right now, of certain topics that I feel to share with you all, should hopefully go out there further. So in all to do, guys, do what you love what you do. Thanks for watching, thanks for your support. Until next time, have a great